What a difference a few days makes. Look at that. You can see the bottom of the pool, you can see the main drain, and more importantly, you can see everything I missed vacuuming the first time. Like I said, there's going to be watermelon stripes, and oh yeah, there are. Granted, I did not do the slanty sides over here. I purposely avoided those. I have the pool way overfilled yet again. It's actually to the point where I can't put any more water in because it's coming out the top of the skimmer. So this will give me the most water I have to work with. And pretty much what we're going to do today is manually vacuum to waste once again, because that'll get a larger majority of this algae out. And then after, we can figure out what to do next. I apologize that it's very windy, but most of this video is going to be sped up. So, as the saying goes, second verse, same as the first. It could get better, but it's going to get worse. So there's half. I'm going to check the pump and come back and do the other half. Poor birdie. He's having trouble flying. He was on the ground and could only flutter a couple of feet and then... Oh. Unfortunately, it's that time of year. But anyway, I got more vacuuming to do. I have to keep stopping and starting over here because leaves. This is the worst of it at this end. So within a matter of, I don't know, a minute or two, it's filled with leaves, completely packed to the brim. I gotta stop down, clean it out, and keep going. So I still have water in the pool. I turn the water back on yet again, and this is still dripping, just to show how much crap is in here. So I'm probably gonna have to stop down one or two more times and clean this stuff out, and then of course we're gonna have to clean the basket of the pump out as well. Alright, I think that's going to be about enough for one day. I got a lot more up, as you can tell. So it's a lot less watermelon stripey. I'm getting tired of vacuuming, and the pump is getting tired of pumping duty water. So I think that's really about enough. Plus I have to empty the baskets. So let's go do that. Let's see what goodies we picked up this last time. I stopped down to clean this out about 3 or 4 times. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's goodies in there. Oh! Did you hear that sound? Yeah. A lot of floating leaves and crap here. That are going to escape the basket and get into the main pump basket. So we'll dump this out. Or maybe not. Jeez. That is really... That's in there. Wow. Oh yeah. Jeez. This is the worst part, are these leaves. Leaves are the enemy of any pool owner. If you have your pool under a tree, oh, I'll get some shade in the pool. That's not the point. The point is to have sun in the pool. If it were up to me, I'd have no trees on my property. I don't like them. They're green and eco. And they make a mess. How is this eco green? How is this clean here? Do you want to pick this stuff up? Seriously, trees are evil. Of course, they're not all mine. If I could abolish the trees in the neighborhood, I'd do that too. Matter of fact, we have an Asian beetle infestation on certain trees here. So if any of those trees ever come down and they have to be cut down completely, they can't be resold or anything. They just have to be destroyed. They have to be burned because we have such an infestation of those on Long Island. I forget exactly what the beetle is and that, but anyway, I got to spray this out with the hose. I don't know if you can tell how much is still in there, in the little grooves in there. And then we're going to do the same for the pump basket. And although I don't think you can see, down at the bottom of the skimmer is more leaves. So you want to try to fish out what you can. You're not going to get all of it. The basket will displace a lot, and it's going to end up in the pump basket or in your filter or in anything else. So basically what I'm going to do after I get everything cleaned out is I'm going to turn the pool back on and leave it on waste for maybe a minute, and that will flush this out into my dry well where I don't want it to go, but I don't have any better place for it to go. And then that way we'll clean all that out, and then we can start filtering the water again. And all that gurgly is the pump starving for water because it couldn't get what it wanted, and now the pipes have to reach equilibrium. So let me spray these out with the hose. So not perfect, but it doesn't need to be because they're only going to get filthy again. The pool is going to need certainly one more vacuum. I'm going to put the pump basket back in. Gasket's in place. Give it the old 3-finger salute on these. And now I have to put that basket back in the skimmer before I put this back on. Alrighty, that's back in. Like I said, I'm going to leave this on waste and turn it back on, let it catch prime. Hopefully it will catch prime. Oh yeah, she'll come up. There we are. So like I said, I'm just going to let this run for a bit to flush out whatever might be in there. You can't see it, but I'm also watching my sight glass. Everything appears to be pretty clear, so I think we're ready. We'll shut that, and really at this point I'm going to go back to filtration right there. We'll reopen these and turn it back on. Ah, that sounds much more normal. I can still see leaves in there. Quite a number of them, but we'll get them another time. There will be more vacuuming. And let me back you up over here. Let's take a look at the filter. Let's see. Okay, it's impossible to see the camera screen in the sun. I don't know if you're aware of that. Just about impossible, so I can just barely tell what's in frame. Filter's doing good. It's about where I left it, and it certainly filtered stuff out. We saw how filthy the water was. Open the air valve for a minute, let some of that out, and yeah, I think that's going to do it. Pretty much going to do. So that was vacuuming for the second time. Let's take one last look at the pool. Well, the water is certainly cloudier than it was, but there's much less in the way of watermelon stripes. Always going to be some. There's still going to be residual that you're just not going to get with the vacuum. At least certainly not with a vinyl line pool like this. Like all these little pock marks, if you will, of green are probably small indentations in the liner because it's sand underneath. And if somebody lands real hard, well, it leaves an indentation. I did not do the sides still. That's going to be part of the last vacuuming. You can see the skimmer is skimming now because the water has gone below the level of it. So I have the water on yet again to refill the pool yet again for the third and final manual vacuuming I think that I'm going to end up having to do. Let's have one other problem. Here's the vacuum hose, but the vacuum sunk. Oh, that's a hassle. That's a real hassle. So we have to get that out of there. There's the easy way, and if the easy way doesn't work, then you got to do it the hard way, and you know what the hard way is. So we'll see if it has to come to that. But like I said, the green here was over here. I couldn't do last time because the thing filled up. A lot less green. And back over here was where all the leaves were. You can still see leaves there. The really dark stuff are leaves. And here too. So that's going to come out in time. Perhaps Robot would be instrumental in getting some of those out. But like I said, I'm going to be in here one more time with the manual vacuum to try to do these sides. And these are tricky. The easy way out is to take the brush and brush this stuff. And it's going to go to the bottom of the pool. And then, you know, sweep it kind of to the main drain and try that, playing that game for a week and a half. You know, it just gets to be a pain in the ass. But look what I turned this pool into in less than a week. Granted, it was nowhere near as bad as it has been in previous years. And quite honestly, I think two factors involved with that. One was the fact that the cover was brand new. And of course, the corner right there, the pointy corner, tore a hole in it. So that helped prevent stuff from getting in the pool. And the second thing was, as dick as the weather has been, it's been cold. And when it's cold, algae is not going to grow anywhere near as rapidly as it would when it's warm. So opening the pool sooner in future years when it's still snow on the ground might be the way to go. This planet better get its friggin' act together. This is ridiculous. And this fucking thing, putting all its goddamn leaves in my fucking pool, making me do all this work. You'll notice I'm not complaining about doing the work because this is way more than most millennials would ever do. Yeah. So we have to get the vacuum out. Now, it kind of puts me in a bad spot because I can't grab the hose from that side of the pool, which would be easier. It's sort of more toward the middle. So let's see what's going to happen with this. Okay, let's give this a shot. Slow and deliberate. With the hose, it's fine. But once you get it tight to the other end, that's where you got to go slow. Okay, now we're getting tight, and we just pull very slowly. So it's easy getting it over here, but now pulling it up, if that hose pops off, we got a problem. I got it. Awesome. So now we just pull that all the way out. It's got a lot of water in the pipe. So drain that out. Let's see. Oh, I caught on the damn tree. See, another problem with trees. There, got it. And I didn't have to go in before it's time. Okay, so that was that pool update. Tremendous difference. Now things are going to sit for... I don't know if I'm going to get back to the pool tomorrow, because tomorrow we have to take care of the Garden of Whedon, as you see. So that all has to be mowed and weed whacked and all that. So I don't know if I'll get back to it for a couple days, but that's okay, because I will let the filter do its job. And that's going to clear up this cloudiness in the water, and then we can run Robot and clean everything else out. So thank you for watching. Remember how I said it could get better, but it's going to get worse? It got worse, but it also got better. So I guess that's good. Thanks for watching. What the next part will be, I don't know. I have to find out. I really don't know. I have no idea. Maybe backwashing, maybe putting Robot in. I think we're kind of all manual vacuumed out, yes? So stay tuned for whatever that is, but it'll be coming up.